finished one, but we were like nearly done. And I just really wanted to highlight some of the beautiful fall plants. That was just the video we just did a little while ago. So the reason I wanted to get back on here is because I had promised you I would cover Halloween events and through Vermont. And because I just want to move that because I want to share this with you. Wait till you see this. I want to have you be able to go to the site if you want to yourself. But we are well into October already, so that's why I'm jumping back on here today. I was going to do it tomorrow, but tomorrow's already the 9th. It's already Thursday. Some of you may be trying to figure out what to do for the family weekend events, and so that's why I came back on. So with that, I'm going to flip this, and you can see here this says Halloween New England. Okay, this is, let me see if I can turn this way. Will it let us? It's kind of my artwork there. Nope, I think it's going to have to stay like this. I'm sorry, guys. So anyway, this is HalloweenNewEngland.com. That's where I'm getting this. But look, it gives you all these different categories of activities. I'm going to go over this with you. Not every single state. We're going over Vermont. But it has Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maine, and here we are, Vermont. And then in Vermont, it has Halloween events and activities, and then it has haunted houses and trails, haunted hay rides, flashlight and haunted corn mazes, ghost tours and haunted history. This one I'm really interested in. I'd kind of like to take you along with me for those of you who can't get here to Vermont and go through that. Okay, we're going to take a look at that. Pumpkin patches are like all over the place. Costume and Halloween stores. And we'll take a quick look at those too. But the events and activities up here is quite lengthy, so we'll start there. And then they have Halloween and horror movie screening. So that's something that you can kind of like go over just by coming to this site. But here we go. So maybe I can talk to you a little bit about some of these. So, okay, right here, Friday. So this is why I wanted to jump on here, because I was realizing, oh my gosh, tomorrow's Thursday. So, okay, Friday, October 10th, 2025. So this is all current. It's 7 o'clock at night, Darkness Falls Ghost Tour. Let me tell you something about the Burlington Ghost Tour. It is fascinating, and it's kind of sad. Let's see what it says here. Darkness Falls Ghost Tour. It was created by this historian and author, Thea Lewis, and she's been on the news a number of times up here in Vermont. This perennial favorite, chosen one of New England's best haunted walks by both Yankee Magazine and AAA. I'm going to put this fan off. Features some of Burlington's most infamous characters and intriguing haunts. Theater ghost, smugglers, serial K, I can't say it on YouTube. Generally suitable for individuals 10 years plus. Yeah, I would definitely say this is not like a young child's walk. And I think she covers the orphanage. Yeah. So these are the dates for this ghost walk or ghost tour is October 10th. So then so that's this Friday, 7 to 8. And then Friday, October 17th, same time. 24th, 28th, all the same times, 29th, look, 30th, and guess what? The 31st. So all of them start at 7 o'clock. That's going to be super fun. I might go to that, guys. I might go to that and bring you along with me. And we'll see if I'm going to contact Thea first and make sure I can video it. Okay. So Saturday, October 11th, that's this Saturday in Sutton, Vermont, and we've seen this on the news too. They're having a spooky flashlight night at Kingdom Corn Maze. That's at 5:30. And we'll just take a quick look at the description. So it's going to be spooky. So it says bring a flashlight. And they have flashlights for $3, but not many. The admission is $20. They say arrive 15 minutes early. Ticket times are 6:45, 7:30, 8:30. And so again, that's Saturday in Sutton, Vermont. Okay, now this is over in another maze at the Hathaway Farm in Rutland, Vermont. If you are familiar with Vermont at all, you'll know whereabouts these are. If you are not, you definitely want to check them out on the map, because if you're trying to go to like a couple of them, or you're kind of going to be in town or coming through Vermont, some of these are a couple of hours away. Like Rutland, Vermont is a couple of hours away from Burlington. So just check your map. Okay, so let's scoot down here. I'm just highlighting these. Again, the ghost tour. Okay, we're going to see that one in all of these. So this is something new. Friday, October 17th is the Phantom of the Opera. So it's a live musical accompaniment in Montpelier. So if you're familiar with Montpelier, it is, right smack in the middle of Vermont. And it's the capital. So come celebrate the centennial Rupert Julian's silent film adaptation of Gaston Leroy's, Leroy, I can't say it. I can't say those R's. Classic book, Phantom of the Opera. Experience this 1925 horror film with the modern music inspired by Leroy's words and characters featuring live soundtrack. So this is $23.50. That's how much it is to get in. Montpelier Performing Arts Hub, Gary Library. So if any of you are familiar with that, okay. If you are not, let me just tell you something. In Little Montpelier, you will find the most adorable little cafes, coffee shops, sandwich shops. All of those are around, so you could just add that to your agenda for the evening after or before seeing Phantom of the Opera. So they also have the co-op, the farmers co-op. No, it's a store, but it's got the fresh foods and all of it, and they have an excellent coffee. That's usually that's around the corner. I'm sorry. It's just up the street and around the corner from this. Very easy to find. Saturday, October 18th. I'll just read these, okay? They have Trick or Treat at Kingdom Corn Maze, again, Sutton, Vermont. Fright by Flashlight at Lakeview Cemetery. That is Burlington, Vermont. Moonlight Madness, and that's at 6 o'clock, by the way. And the Corn Maze in Sutton is at 10:30 a.m. If you're looking for a nice Saturday morning family event to do, that would be super right there. Moonlight Madness Maze at Hathaway Farm in Rutland, 6 p.m. Danville, Hocus Pocus movie is in Danville at 6 o'clock. Halloween Masquerade Ball, 18, you have to be over 18, is Brandon, Vermont at 8 o'clock. That is October 18th. That sounds like a really fun Halloween event. A little bit different too. So then on the 19th, they have the Corn Maze again in Sutton, Vermont. The 24th, they have the Ghost Tour again. in Burlington, Vermont. Now, up here in Newport, Vermont, at 1 o'clock, Saturday before Halloween on October 25th, they have the Newport Pumpkin Palooza and Spooky Scavenger Hunt. And I was reading that a little while ago on one of the videos, but for this video, we'll look at that one more time. And because this is just such a cute event. So it says, come and get a free pumpkin 1 week prior. So that would be on October 18th. And enter your jack-o'-lantern. So if you want to make a jack-o'-lantern, like the whole family wants to enter into the contest, let me tell you, Newport is a really cutesy place to come up to. And a wonderful drive this time of year. It's just gorgeous out there right now. Of course, the leaves will probably keep falling and be gone by the time Halloween comes. Upon pickup, you will have 1 week to bring your jack-o'-lantern, and the judging will be in 5 categories: ages 5 and under, and then ages 6 to 12, and then ages 13 to 17, and then adults and businesses. So if you are a Vermont business, come on up, guys. Prizes for each category will be given in after the judging. Okay, trick-or-treating down Main Street. If you haven't seen Little Newport Main Street, I do have clips of it on this channel. But it's really cute. It's not really big. So that will be from 1 to 2:45. And at 2:45, you're invited to join the costume promenade starting at the parklet. What they mean by that, the parklet, is you know how you have, what they have here, how do I explain it? You know how you have the little places you can park and kind of like meet somebody, you know, off the highway exit. Would they have little parklets here near in what they call the state buildings and near the lake? That's where these parklets, these little parklets are. The municipal buildings. Okay, here it says right here. And down the boardwalk. The boardwalk is on the lake. So I don't know why they're not saying at the lake, because that's where they are, at the lake. Look for the lake and you will find your parking place. And so back to the Parmalu Park at 3 o'clock for prizes, and the best costume will be announced. So it sounds like a lot of fun, you know. Bring your trick-or-treating bags and wear your costumes. It sounds like a wonderful family excursion. Stick around for the spooky scavenger hunt hosted by Newport City Downtown Development Organization. Let me tell you about Newport City. They are incredible with how they keep up the city. And I mean, the plants, the trees, the lake, the cleanliness of the boardwalk. It's just absolutely amazing. There will be a youth scavenger hunt and a little more challenging hunt for adults. So for you adults, there's some 2 new stores down in Newport, actually. I believe one of them is like an eatery, and I think the other one is like, oh gosh, what is the other one? I don't know what the other one is. I'll have to, it's brand new, so I'll have to check it out. I'll bring you with me. We'll go down and check it out. So anyway, and then they give you the schedule. So, okay. Again, just like what we read, 1 to 3 basically is what you're looking at. So now we get closer to Halloween, another ghost tour on the 28th in Burlington, Vermont. It seems that's the primary thing, doesn't it? But, and then again, the 29th, 30th, 31 is all the ghost tours. And then the Fright by Flashlight at Lakeview Cemetery. I'm surprised there's not a tour here specifically on UVM buildings down in Burlington, but maybe she covers that. We may go to that. I may bring you with me on that. Vermont Steampunk Expo. That is November 8th. Okay, so this is interesting. Saturday, November 8th. Let's just read what that is. Essex Junction, if any of you don't know where Essex Junction is, it's exit, well, you can get off at exit 11, and then you're going to drive about 7 minutes, maybe 10, to get to Little Essex Junction. Now, I think, oh no, they have the little shortcut now, so you can get there quicker. So that would be exit 11 off of 89 North. And so, you know, Burlington is exit 14 off of 89 North. So this is, you know, like about, if you're driving in traffic, it's like, yeah, 35 minutes south of Burlington. But this is Step into the Mesmerizing Weekend of Victorian Fantasy at the Vermont Steampunk Expo. Guess what, guys? I'm going to this, and I'm going to tell you why. I have heard so much about this, and we're going to do a video on it. We're special guests, panelists, artisans, crafters, performers. I should have a table there, but I think it's too late. Performers converge from across Vermont and New England, experience tales of fanciful things and beyond in celebration of steampunk, a genre of science fiction set into Victorian era known for its steam-powered technology. I studied the history on this. We're going to cover that in one of the next videos. Technology in the 19th century inspired fashion. Let your imagination soar amidst steam-powered machines and creative expressions at this neo-Victorian extravaganza in November. So this is going to be in Essex Junction. It's going to be, it says for all ages. Adults for one-day pass is $20. Adult weekend is $30. Kids are $5, and kids under are free. So this is November 8th and November 9th. Okay, so let's go back. And I just want to click on here and go down and cover one more thing for you for Halloween. Oh, this is going to be Thea again, I think, probably. Montpelier. Yeah, okay, so Montpelier Ghosts. Ghost tour. It's not giving us the detail here. Montpelier Ghosts. Yeah, it's not giving us the detail that I'm looking for. That's just direction there. Okay, so we covered the ghost walks in Burlington already. So, okay, there's not much there. Haunted hay rides. Gaines Farm Vengeance in the Valley. So that's going to be in Guilford, Vermont. And so this features a haunted hayride. So here, haunted hayride, haunted corn maze, and night maze. It's outdoor attraction. Tickets at the door. Admission is free. Ages recommended 10 years old and up. Okay, so that's lovely. And that is, again, in, let me give you the address. It is 6343 Coolidge Highway, Guilford, Vermont. Okay, and it's not giving us the date, unless I totally missed that. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. If any of you, oh, haunted houses and trails. Let's see. Discover haunted houses and spooky trails in Vermont. Halloween New England is your trusted guide to Green Mountain State's haunted attractions from Burlington to Brattleboro through Northeast Kingdom. Our Vermont Haunt Guide highlights, okay, it's not telling us of a specific event. The event we did read was on Burlington. Now, Nightmare Vermont in Essex is, yeah, this one is, oh, okay. This one's at Champlain Valley Exposition. Oh, if you don't know where that is, okay, 105 Pearl Street. In Essex, Vermont. Very, very easy to find once you get to Essex. It's a huge attraction. The Champlain Valley Grounds is what they call it. So they're going to have a haunted house there. It's going to be indoors. It's going to be free. Recommended 12 years old and up. But again, I'm not seeing the date. So I do not see the date there. So you may want to visit the site and check these out a little bit closer for yourself. So pumpkin patches. Okay, so let's just read down the list here because some of these I do know. Okay, Bert's Apple Orchard in Cabot, Vermont. If you're not familiar with Cabot, it's where we have the cheese. We'll have to cover that sometime too. Cabot cheese. And that is in a rural, really way out, removed from the city area. City Circle Farm, East Thetford, Vermont. It's a little town. Okay, Gaines Farm, Guilford. Isham Family Farm, Williston. This is near and around many amenities, okay? And it's near hotels and motels and a little buzzing town of Williston if you're coming through. Isham is right up the street from Williston. So they're a long-standing family that's been there. So let's just click on there and see some. It says 3515 Oak Hill Road, very easy to find once you're in Williston, which is exit 12 off of 89 North. Okay, so corn maze, pumpkin patch. The pumpkin patches, guess what, guys? You're seeing the pumpkin patches in Vermont from the road. I kid you not. You take a drive just looking at the trees, you'll see pumpkin patches. Kingdom Corn Maze is another pumpkin patch, Sutton, Vermont. Mendon Mountain Orchard, Mendon, Vermont. Again, Williston Parker Family Farm, they have a pumpkin patch. The Peck family in East, that's a bit, this is, you want to check this out. I mean, they're all wonderful, but the Peck family farm, it's very interesting. East Montpelier, this is a lovely, you really want to check that out. Let's see if they talk about the other things that they have there. No, they're just saying the pumpkin patch and corn maze. I don't know if they have the stand up or open or what's going on, but this is lovely. Sam Mesa Farms in Colchester, Vermont. They were also in Essex, so I'm not sure, but they're saying Colchester. So Colchester is also off of 89, East Montpelier off, all of these are off, not all, but most of these are off of 89. Colchester, East Montpelier, yeah, and Williston. The Apple Barn in Bennington, that's way southern Vermont. Wellward Orchards, southern Vermont. Springfield, southern Vermont. Winslow Farm, Pittsford, that's a little bit tricky to, it's not tricky to get to, but let's see if they're on 100 where they are here. Oh, Route 7. Okay, yeah. The Route 7, the Winslow Farm. So that is Pittsford of Vermont. So they have a pumpkin patch too. So anyway, let's just take a real quick look at the costumes and the Halloween stores. Just to give them a little business. Okay, so here's the stores. Spirit Halloween Rutland in Rutland, Vermont. South Burlington, Spirit Halloween, South Burlington. Yeah, I've seen that one. They used to be over in Williston. So this is saying it's at 155 Dorset Street, South Burlington, if any of you are familiar with that. So that's a Halloween shop you can get your Halloween outfits at. And upcoming costume events in Vermont. Oh, okay. So they're just, we covered all of these. These are the corn mazes, and I didn't see this one, the Rutland Halloween Parade. I haven't seen that with us talking. That's October 25th. So let's see. Rutland, that's cool that Rutland's going to have a parade. A parade every year, floats, marching bands, but I didn't realize that. Specialty vehicles and more. They are pretty far from me though. But the parade steps off at 6:30 p.m. in downtown Rutland. Oh, that's late because it gets dark here now at, by 7. So get there early. Excuse me. Well, I guess because it's Halloween, they're going to have it at night. So anyway, interesting to know, 6:30 to 7:30, the Halloween parade in Rutland, Vermont. And Vermont Steampunk Expo, November 8th. I'm going to go to that. So that's got to be dynamite. I'm going to definitely go to that one. So I hope that you enjoyed this. And I hope that you got some ideas on what to do for Halloween. Look, if you are, and I've met so many people, they're really completely alone. Look, try to get out there, going to some of the tours, the ghost tours in Burlington, are not too late into the evening. So that would be a really great a way to get out. If you're a family, there's tons, as you can see, of events out there for you to go get to. And if your family is grown or you're alone, I say get out there, meet people, talk to people, get a cup of coffee, experience the pumpkin patches, get out there to the parades. You got to do that to be healthy nowadays. You know what I mean? And if you're not able to get out there, guess what? I'm bringing some of these events to you because I am going to go to the steampunk one, and so we'll cover that. I would love to go to the ghost walk. I'm going to be honest with you on that. Now, the problem with that for me is I am truly, and I kid you not, I am complete empath. It is, I have to be very careful. I pick up these energies very easily. I do know how to put the guard up. Yes, I'm really way older now. You know what I mean? I know how to do that, but I don't like to be around some of these spirit-filled places or entities that may not have good intentions. So I'm very careful about it. But I would love to hear the history of some of these buildings and the ghost stories, and I would bring you with me. So anyway, with that, I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. I hope this helped you get some ideas for Halloween, and be safe, and I send you love and light. And oh, picking up, hi Jermaine. Yeah, no, we just covered a whole bunch of Halloween events and activities going on all through Vermont, from Bennington to Sutton, Mendon, South Burlington, all the way around the state. So, but I share the site that I get this information from, and it's called HalloweenNewEngland.com. So anyway, with that, you have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one.